rock bands of all time. Their new album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct, debuted at #1 and earned a Grammy nomination, too. Please welcome Kirk Hammett, Robert Trujillo, James Hetfield, and Lars Ulrich, also known as Metallica. Lars, you said some very nice things about our band backstage.
Awesome.
And
We're standing back there bouncing around.
There you go. How you guys doing? Thanks for coming. It's really great to have you here. We're very excited about it. We have a huge crowd outside. We never had a bigger crowd for one of these block parties, so thanks for coming and making it happen. That guy, Dave, who's your big fan, does it ever freak any of you out when people know so much about you?
That was pretty crazy, yeah. He was fast on the trigger, too.
He was fast. Yeah. He's a fireman, which is a good quality to have.
Absolutely. I think it's great that someone knows stuff that I can't remember. It's great.
It's convenient, really.
Someone gonna write the book or something.
And on top of that, he came all the way from Cleveland on his own accord.
That's right, and he walked here, too, which is unbelievable. This is your first album. How many years since your last one?
8.
8 years. What took so long to make this album? Were you
someone clapping for 8 years?
8 years.
Yeah! Try 10!
10, yeah.
Whose fault was it that it took so long? Let's sing someone out.
This guy.
Let's start with Lou Reed, who we spent a year with. Rest in peace, unfortunately, but we had a great year with Lou Reed. And we did a 3D movie for a couple of years. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We also spent 3 years on the back of the last album touring all over the world. So
then there's fighting in between, right? I mean, you guys have that?
Yeah, you know, got to get down to the studio and away from the family and all that stuff. So.
What's the nature of when you guys creatively, because there are 4 guys, there's you guys, there's this nucleus as far as songwriting goes. How do you settle disputes if people don't agree?
We'll get a third person in there.
You will?
Well, Lars and I do the producing of the stuff, and we get a real producer in who makes suggestions, and you know, if we agree, he's out of luck.
I see. Yeah, right, sure.
But the triangulation works.
Okay.
You know, in the democracy.
It does work. And then you guys, do you still do the thing where you get in the car and listen to the songs?
That's kind of my thing. At the end of a Metallica record, I like to just put it in and drive in one direction and just keep going, and the record really has to get me to where I'm going a lot faster.
And if it doesn't, you pull over and throw it out the window? You start over?
When he doesn't come back. When he keeps going one way, that means it's no good. He doesn't come back.
Do are your kids excited that their dads are part of Metallica? Does that make them cool, or you cool?
Well, for me, I mean, you know, my kids think that guitar playing is boring.
They do?
Yeah, and so, yeah, can you believe it?
What do they like, these children?
You know, my oldest one plays piano and cello.
Oh,
and my 8-year-old plays violin. So, you know, they're on the good tip, but, you know, I'm just waiting for that moment where they just flip over and they turn into full-on metal.
Most parents don't want that for their children.
I mean, all of our kids are very creative, and they all play music, and I think
if you start them young, you know. I started at, like, Guns N' Roses, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, AC/DC.
You get them going, right?
2 or 3 years old in the car, you're set on a good path.
In the car, where you can really force them to listen to you.
That's right.
They learned the Ramones like a whole year on the way to school. It's like they know every Ramones AC/DC song.
Yeah, I mean, that is the way to go, for sure. Yeah.
Indoctrination.
And eventually, they will turn on you, and they'll go, well, in fact, I have some photographs here. Celebrities, a lot of them, and I wonder if they're wearing these for fashion, or if, I know Justin Bieber is a Metallica fan. Does that flatter you guys when, like, Kendall Jenner has a Metallica shirt?
But wait a minute, most of the logo's missing.
Yeah. And like Kanye West is wearing a Metallica shirt.
He likes the toilet part.
Well, who doesn't like the toilet part? By the way,
you know, I think everyone should be able to wear whatever the hell they want.
The Metallica logo is one of the greatest logos, not just in music, but one of the great logos. I mean, it kind of says everything. Where did that logo come from?
You
drew it?
Napkin. Yeah, when we were thinking up of the band and what dream we wanted, how we wanted to conquer the world with music and all this stuff. I don't know. It just came out of just a sketch.
And then did you take it to a graphic artist and say, make this
Make it good.
into a thing? Or
Right, make it real.
is that how it was to start with?
No, I was a perfectionist, and I was going to do it. I took 4 years of drafting in high school.
Oh,
so
wow. So there you go.
I had a ruler and stuff.
So school really does. Did you save that ruler? Is it,
Yeah, no more rules for me.
well, this
No.
is going to be great. We got a lot. We have thousands and thousands of people out there. Some of them slept over here last night, so they are very anxious to get you outside. This is a new album. It debuted at #1. It's called Hardwired to Self-Destruct. When we go outside, we will hear music.